Hello there and welcome to a match of Dota 2 for StarLadder Season 4. It is a quick remake because the previous one it was the captain of Pulse, or at least the drafter for Pulse, that was disconnected, so could not ban out the hero or pick up the hero that they wanted to have. But we'll see it on this time as we're waiting for the next ban out. Of course, the bans were already done, so they have to do the same kind of bans. I'm gonna quickly say again what I said the previous time as well, just to make sure like people from the VOD know this too. Right now, Pulse is second last in the ladder for StarLadder in the rankings, and Evo is fourth last, if I can call it that, like number 13. Both of those are risky spots. Pulse right now, I mean, the bottom two will be dropped down to the Division 2, to the Pro Series, if they continue to stay at place number second last. And for Evo, they will have to play regulation matches because, well, not the bottom two, but the two above there will be having to play regulation matches against people from the Pro Series to keep their spot in the StarLadder. So these matches are pretty important for them. And we will see how they're gonna do together, how they're gonna do against each other. We have got the Bounty Hunter picked up together with the Sven and the Jakiro for Pulse. Pulse, who we saw in the previous game as well, were not able to win with the Sven, but still wanting to try him out again. It was Evo who picked up the Rubik, the Undying, and the Enigma. So not giving away all too much about what they are actually intending to do, apart from that Enigma is probably going to be in the jungle. Undying is a hero that can fulfill multiple roles, and for Rubik the same, for Enigma actually the same. So it is a very, well, the draft is very loose, so to speak. They have a lot of options. Pulse a bit, you know, they have a bit more options to for heroes to ban out. So that is going to be tricky for them to ban out some heroes that they don't want to face. But luckily they have the Sven, so they're going to ban out counters to that Sven. Lifestealer was the hero we saw in the previous game against the Sven, and he owned, so they don't want to be facing that one anymore. Of course, we've seen Faces Void manning up against the Sven plenty of times with bashes, with Chronosphere. Sven is not able to get one hit out, and that's of course the thing that Sven wants to do. As long as he can hit stuff, he's happy. We're gonna have maybe the Bane also banned out. They did that in a previous game as well. Sven is of course a hero that, if locked down, he dies, and Bane is a hero that can lock him down very well with the Fiend's Grip, of course. We've got the Keeper of Light and Leshrac banned out by Evo. Of course, two combinations that are very powerful together with that Sven. The Queen of Pain banned out by Evo, and the last ban out for Pulse was the Shadow Demon, basically the anti-gank, indicating that they might be wanting to be a bit aggressive on their side. But we'll find out. By the way, the other bans were the Magnus, the Darkseer, Bedrider, and the Templar Assassin. I don't know if I actually called them or not, but here I am calling them anyway. And we're gonna see what Pulse is gonna be picking up. By the way, if you're wondering why does Dyer have first pick in StarLadder, the rules are like this: the team that is complete in the lobby as first, like with all five players there, they get to choose. Do they want to pick the side, or do they want to pick if they have first pick or not? Then it is Evo that was complete first, and they chose Radiant side. And then Pulse gets to decide who gets first pick. So Pulse has first pick. So that is why we have a Dyer first picking side, as we have them thinking about their draft. I mean, we already know that the Bounty Hunter is probably going to go on the long lane, and then that Jakiro is going to be helping that Sven out. So they need a long lane solo, which is going to be that Invoker. And for Pulse now, they can decide, do they want to go for a tri-lane, or do they have still someone in mind for a jungle hero? Both the possibilities are still there. Interesting to see what they're actually going to do. And it will give away maybe if they're going to be trying to run an aggressive tri-lane or not. As we see Evo, I mean, basically they've picked 4 heroes. Beastmaster, we've seen him mid, we've seen him solo easy lane, we've seen him solo hard lane. 10 seconds Enigma, we've seen him mid lane, we've seen him jungle, we've seen him long lane. Undying, we've seen him mid, well I have anyway, we've seen him long lane, we've seen him tri lane, and we've seen Rubik in the mid lane and in the long lane and in the easy lane as support. I mean, really, there are so many options for Evo right now to lane, and now the Gyrocopter comes along, so this might be a bit more clear about what they're gonna be doing. I'm expecting Rubik to be a support together with the Undying, together with the Gyrocopter, that is, maybe Beastmaster. They have so many options. We're just gonna see when they're actually inside that game. Wisp was the last pickup for Pulse. They were up against it in the previous game. There's not that much that Evo can do against that Wisp. So that is quite nice. Of course, the Roar will still be there if someone TPs there, which is a pretty solid one to counter that. And it's still pretty nice for Evo. They can do something against that, but it is a surprise Wisp pick. I like it a lot, and we have a shout out to EGM. Of course, was the stand-in for the previous game, and of course now replaced again because Wagamama back into play for Pulse for this one, and he is going to be playing that Sven this time. A hard carry role that he recently has, leaving Region to play his Bounty Hunter. We have Pinoy playing the Invoker, of course, going to be going towards that mid lane later on. It will be Mini playing his signature hero, the Wisp hero that we of course all love to see him play. And last one is Fishbone up on the Jakiro, and we're gonna check out how Evo is gonna be doing with this. They have got Go Audio playing. The Gyrocopter is gonna indeed be supported by Blueberry Ninja. We're gonna have the mid lane. Looks like Beastmaster is gonna be taking that role with Enigma. Oh, sorry, Beastmaster played by Blah Blah Foo.
30 seconds to battle.
And Evo is just shouting out to all the viewers out there, and especially the ones who are of course rooting for them, but of course also to everybody basically. We'll want to see some good plays. We have 13 playing the Enigma. He's going to be going inside that jungle, and he is going to be playing that Enigma. And the last one is the Undying Long Link solo, will be played by Werner on the top lane. And it is going to be a Silver. That is actually a GGNet admin who is going to be getting a shout out as the best admin out there, apparently. So shout out to fellow GGNet member, Silver. That's all the shoutouts, right? Okay, cool. So let's see how these lanes are going to be going. Because I don't see anybody on the bottom lane for Pulse. Oh, there he is. I was going to say, where's the Bounty Hunter? He actually managed to pick up a double damage rune. He's going to be kind of those creeps. He actually is going to be getting a homing missile inside his face soon. And he's actually going to chase it. If he doesn't, then this is going to be painful. He needs to get that creep wave. He's going to get hit hard by this one unless he goes invisible in time, which he does. Okay, that was a bit of a deception, wasn't it? But he's going to be getting some solid experience this way anyway. Especially with the double damage rune, hard to miss last hits. In the meantime, Gyrocopter, I mean, he was able to get 4 last hits, which is quite nice, of course, under the tower. But the tower also took some damage. We're going to see how that one will turn out. In the meantime, top lane is going to be spent together with the Jakiro Undying, doing his name justice, of course, trying not to die. Already has to use his self, though. Was able to get 3 decays off, definitely not bad. But he is going to be in a tricky position. I mean, he's up against a double stun lane, basically. If he gets his fence stun in his face, he'll also get an ice pass. And if a dual breath comes up there, he can't even run away unless he puts up a tombstone. And Wisp can come and help out soon as well with a tether stun if he wants to. In the meantime, Mini is just stacking these camps. I'm not sure why he tried to do that, as of course the timing wasn't there to stack the camp, so it was quite awkward. But that's what he did. Anyway, he's being arrested a lot by these wolves, though. And in the meantime, Gyrocopter, he has already tried to go for a kill here. We have a sentry ward being placed by Blueberry Ninja. They tried to go for the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter able to stay alive, though, has got himself a poor man's shield, so it's pretty survivable to begin with. And then we'll see him just trying to get that experience, and so far he's been doing great. He's already got level 3, which of course, I mean, is not... It's not like super duper amazingly great. It's just good for offlane solo, and if we compare that to the Undying, he is ahead of that one. So that's the one we have to compare him to, as we have to compare Go Audio a bit against the Sven, of course. Go Audio is now at 10 for 2 last hits, at 8 for 1 up on the Sven. So he is slightly ahead on Go Audio right here, as we have, of course, the mid lane is going to be Invoker versus Beastmaster. Beastmaster, of course, a renowned solo mid purely for his rune control, with, of course, his Hawk and his Boar. Either pick one up or deny one, that's basically the way it goes. But up against the Invoker, basically the solid solo mid hero that has, it's always decent mid, regardless of which hero he's up against. As we have Regen actually chasing down this Gyrocopter quite a lot. Oh, here comes Blueberry Ninja though. Telekinesis going up. He wants to be invisible. He can be, but he should know there is still a sentry ward there. He's actually gonna fight this. Right clicks to go. There's the Rocket Barrage, but Regen now on the run. Can they get him? He is still visible. He sees it now too. There's the Janata. Right click. Here comes the first blood. Regen actually picks it up. Blueberry Ninja goes down, and it is Regen that gets away on 26. It's 8 HP. The hell, 8 HP left. And it's a good thing he didn't go through that way, because that was some illusions going there. And Go Audio, he backs off too soon. didn't help his teammate enough, and the Regent gets the first blood. This is something that, I mean, should not happen if you're on Evo's side. I mean, the long lane solo, basically, they call it a suicide lane for a reason. You kind of give up on the lane and just let your hero there to try and get as much experience as you can. You're not even there for that many last hits, just a bit of control, get that experience up. Try to do what you can to deny, but if you beat that hero first blood, that will be having such a big impact in that game. And we're gonna see how he deals with that. Of course, he is missing a lot of experience now because he was very low in HP. He has to walk all the way back and then TP back, but at the same time, still the biggest wave of creeps is still here, and he is not missing the experience for those. As we have Go-Audio level 5 moving now back to the creeps that have been stacked, so they will be able to deny a full creep wave here. And of course, one of the big differences in this game also, I haven't really called it out yet, but it's the same thing every time. There is an Enigma on one side, or at least a jungle hero on one side, and no full jungle hero on the other side. But this Enigma is getting a golden experience in the jungle that Pulse is not getting anywhere. Of course, they can try to make it up with that by having some more kills, and so far they of course got the first blood, so far so good. But it is gonna be it's gonna be yeah, Evo that gets that experience while Pulse is not. Even though Mini has been trying to do a good job with trying to pull and trying to get that experience from the creeps as well, as he is level 4 actually. Jakiro also level 4, Sven level 4 as well. Everybody level 4. This is actually a bit lower than the Gyrocopter, who is basically under 1.5 level ahead of that as Bounty Hunter finds himself Blueberry Ninja. There goes the Rocket Barrage. Sentry Ward is being placed, and he gets it again. This time though, he should not be able to get away. There he goes. Go-Audio picks up Regent, but Regent gets his second kill in the game. I think he's close to level 6. He is leveling faster than the Sven on the other side who gets free farm. He's leveling faster than the Undying, his counterpart on the long lane solo. And he is leveling almost as fast, well basically a level behind still on the mid solos. That's something that is just, it's just dangerous. Even though he died, and Gyrocopter picked up the kill, and good for him at that, but it is still, it's gonna be dangerous. And if they can if they are gonna continue to trade kills when he is level 6, we all know how that goes. If you trade kills and there's a Bounty Hunter on one of the team, that's going to be track kills from one team, no track kills for the other team, and that's going to be the team with the Bounty Hunter getting ahead, as you have a cold snap up on the Beastmaster trying to get away with Mini. Extra speed, Sunstrike going to help out as well, not going to hit though. Blabbafoot trying to get up, but the extra movement speed from the Feather is there, right clicks to go, can they get him? Invoker trying to reach him, but they won't be able to get him. Oh, 33 HP, Mini not in time, Sunstrike not placed at the right spot, no blocking enough, and that is one kill lost, as in that could have been a kill, it was, and in the meantime Regent again getting hit by the Barrage. Now the Sentry Ward is gone though, so he has that again, but he's level 6, so the tracks will be there. Next kill that happens, it will be more gold going the way of Regent, and especially if he's going to be roaming around a bit more, which we might see from him as well. We'll see track kills going off, and we'll see Pulse going up on that gold graph as he finds out now that Enigma's in the jungle, and they want to go on him. Here comes the Wisp, there comes the right click, Janata, Featherstone is there as well, Sunstrike, and that's going to be a kill for the Invoker. And that was, A, it was a track kill, B, it was a track kill for 2 people, with the last hit going to Invoker who wasn't near, but he still gets that experience because he had the last hit. Important thing to note there, and Prino getting of course ahead with that on the mid lane as well. He's now 36 for 10 last hits, with the Beastmaster on 34 for 0, so Beastmaster still able to hold his own there, but it's with that kill for Invoker, it's Invoker getting ahead, but he has the roar. Beastmaster has the roar, and he wants to use it. Wanted to use it on the top lane earlier, wasn't able to do so, and he's now going to go back towards that middle lane as Mini cuts him out, I think. No? It was a cooldown being used on the bottom lane. Bounty Hunter actually dropping there with the Rubik helping out. No Sentry Ward actually being used for that one. Cooldown getting the last hit, even though it didn't have vision. And that's gonna be the tier 1 tower getting harassed here a lot there, and I think it might actually go down as Sven picks up the Undying here, kills happening all over the place. Sven's still using his God Strength for that Ice Pass, Liquid Fire, Feather Stun, and a Sunstrike, as you saw the remaining top as well. All helping out to give Wagamama that kill. First kill on the top lane. The tower still goes down on the bottom lane. A tower is gonna get harassed here in the mid lane also, and we have got Invoker moving back towards the mid lane. Kills off the Hog now. And has got his drums complete, an item that we don't normally see as Invoker first item. Normally we see something like Face Boots or something like that, but this time it is Invoker with drums, so interesting to note there. Meaning that Bounty Hunter is going to be having a bit more of a semi-carry role in this encounter. Because normally Bounty Hunter is basically the aura person. I say it very nice, aura person. With getting flats, getting drums, you know, those kind of items. But with Invoker now picking up the drums, Regent won't be needing to do that anymore. I mean, he can still if he wants to. It's never bad to have two drums, but he might just go for a bit more aggressive build, a bit more semi-carry build. As we have Beastmaster level 8, he still hasn't used his roar. Quite unusual to see that. And he has a Haitian in his axe as well, so might just want to go for something. And they smoke up and they go for something. And let's see who they're going to be finding. They're not going to be finding Regen. They know the smoke is now off though. They know the Regen is around here somewhere. Now they're going. There's a dust. There's a roar. Axis. Regen is going to be going down here. Wisp coming in. There might be in time. Trex going up. There's a stun. Regen's still alive. It is 13. A drops on his Enigma. And now it is Lava Food trying to get away. Setterson is there. Sunstrike not going to hit, but it's not going to be needed anymore either because Mini picks up the kill. And Wisp TP's back together with his target towards the top lane. And they're gonna try to get a kill. They're not done just yet. They want to go for Werner. There's a tombstone, but there's a stun. Setter stun, dual breath, ice path, right click, undying, going down. In the meantime, it is the Jakiro that still drops to the tombstone. And it was still the Invoker that dropped by the Gyrocopter, by the way. He was on the top lane, middle lane. Was basically the ending of the previous fight that we followed, but we followed the Wisp rather than that fight. Go Audio, though, might be paying for going aggressive on this one. Use his stick charges. Here comes 13 again. Malefice up on Mini, just making sure, don't chase my Gyrocopter. He needs to live, and he will live. Gyrocopter actually being 3 for 0 for 0, so has got 3 out of the 4 kills. And, oh, they still want to go for this. 13, gonna get stunned. Shuriken toss. Was there even time for a track? Doesn't look like it. Go Audio. There is the Rocket Barrage, runs towards his team for his safety. Sentry being placed down, Regen, Axis, stick charges, is not going to be enough though, still lands a track before he dies. Hop on Werner. But the track won't do anything apart from letting Pols know where he actually is. And Pols backing off once again. And this is trading kills, and this is what I said, if you trade kills and you have a Bounty Hunter on one of the teams, Bounty Hunter is going to be getting ahead because he is the one with the most, well, with the tracks, gold and stuff like that. 5 for 8 kills right now, as we have got the gold being yo-yo-like. It is like 7,500 gold in favor of one, 7,500 in favor of the other, but it's still, it's really not a lot. It's really not a lot of gold difference right now. As I'm just going to switch to net worth because that's the most important one now, as we see that the main difference in gold right now is the way it's spread. Pulse gold is spread way more even. Oh, Blavafu, be safe! Be safe! Trying to get away from that one. Here comes a roar helping out. There's still one more right click needed. There goes the Axis. He still goes down to the Invoker. The Black Hole getting casted. Catches 2. Call down there as well. Ice Path, Rocket Barrage, and now Regen, as well as the Jakiro helping out. Trying to get some kills. Trying to get revenge. Dust being popped. Regen on the way out. Necropire. Everybody walks out of that one. Even though I Go Audio just walks back into that one. Fade Bolt. Right clicks will be enough. Should not be enough. Is not going to be enough. Enigma's not getting it anymore, and the Ice Path will make sure that nobody chases that. 2 for 1. Not worth it. Although, track kills. Was it actually track kill? Might have been. No, I don't think so on the Beastmaster though. But what I was saying about the gold earlier was that it's spread out way more even on Pulse, as we see, of course, Gyrocopter being very high up there, highest up on the list. Please, would you not stop? Would you not kill people when I'm explaining stuff? Thank you, Wagamama. Who's building a BKB, his first item, by the way. Was able to pick up the Undying. That was a Wisp that kill, and they will be TPing. Or they will be going towards the top lane probably again soon after. As we actually don't have any towers down yet on the Radiant side. Evo still has all their towers. This is the only tower going down so far. I know, my circles are amazing. It's like a snake in a way. Anyway, we have again coming up again. Kills all over the place in this match. There is a roar up on the Beastmaster, knowing that he would not be able to get Fishbone anymore. He backs off, and here comes Werner as well, and it's Undying. We soon have 3 heroes here, of course, as well from Pulse, Mini, and Regen coming in to help. Blueberry Ninja doing some damage on the tower. Here comes Regen. There comes the Tetherstone. Ice Path got stolen as well, and it is the Blueberry Ninja that goes down first. Call down hit, so 4 massive damage incoming, and that is Regen going down. Wisp going down. Double kill for Go Audio. Jakiro drops to the Undying. Wagamama trying to get away. Cold Snap hitting on Gwen, and here comes the Gyrocopter again. And that is triple kill for Go Audio. 4 heroes dead for Evo. With the only one left alive being Pinoy on his Invoker, who was just not able to help out there. And the tower drops, and what a fight for Evo. I was almost going to say Go Audio because his cooldown landed on 4 heroes. It started out so well for Pulse. They picked off the Rubik so fast. I mean, he was not able to do anything at all apart from laying down that ice path that he just stole.
Radiant's bottom tower.
But after that, I mean, it went south so fast. Incredible. As we have Wiz TPing top. Evo 13 is in trouble. There goes the stun. There comes more ice path that are stunned, and that's a kill. Clear and simple, and also a track kill going off there. So more gold for everybody who is involved. And they need to have these kind of kills. If they can't take down those team fights, as we just saw, then they need these kind of pickups. And rightfully so. They have, by the way, Radiant team. This top lane is definitely in their hands, or should be in their hands. They have a ward there. These are about to disappear though, but they also have one here. This one is a new one. That's the one that Enigma, well, lost his life for, basically. Tombstone being put up. They want to preserve this tower. I'm not sure if they're going to be successful though. There comes the God Strength, taking down that one first. Call down, coming down there. Not hitting on anybody but Regen, and there is Regen already going down. Can they find more? They just want to run. They just want to run away. I don't blame them. 5 heroes here for Evo. And this is just, it looks like a battle arena. They are just fighting all over the place. And they're taking things with brute force. Roar up on Wagamama. And that is going to be an Ice Path trying to slow them down successfully. So Ice Path though from the other side. Blueberry Ninja. MVP telekinesis up on Fishbone. Right clicks to go. Mini out of position. Feathers to his target. And will be able to get away from that one. Trying to get away. Should be getting away. But he will be getting a tower in getting a tower lost there. As Invoker in the meantime thinking, you know what? All these people fighting? That's not me. That's not me at all, as we have Mini still in some trouble. Ice Path following up on Ice Path. Fate Bolt's going through. Dual Breath as well. Now Blueberry Ninja in some trouble. Sunstrike will help out. Here comes the Tombstone though. And the Sunstrike actually missed. Though here comes Invoker. Pinoy still wants to fight. Might be able to get a kill here. Ice Path still hits, but the Shuriken Toss comes off. And it's Regen that picks up the kill. No Feather kill. No track kill that is though. Tower still drops. And by the way, what I was saying earlier, before people interrupted me, this tower went down by the Invoker. That's why he wasn't fighting there to begin with. But they want to still pick up some targets. Track up on the Beastmaster. Axis will clear out some trees only, but it's Invoker. Pinoy picking up the kill. And that is a nice comeback slightly from Pulse. Of course, they lost their tower. They lost a couple of heroes. But they were able to get ahead in the end. And of course, they're getting a couple of track kills as well. So we have Regen now pausing. This is good, because this gave me a bit of a breather. Like, the moment level 6 was reached on Regen and the Beastmaster, like having those roars, having the track, meaning that they can get kills. The moment the team said, okay, you know what? Laning phase is over. Since then, I don't think we've had any peace and quiet regarding kills. It has just been kills all over the place. It was very quiet earlier on in the game, but then all of a sudden, bam, kills going off left and right. And the game continues once more, and we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out, because as I said, trading kills with a Bounty Hunter is not really nice, though so far, Evo has made sure, I mean, Regen has been picked up quite a lot of times. He's died 5 out of the 13 times that someone of Pulse has died, and that is a lot of kills up on the Bounty Hunter. Tombstone up again already, track going off there as well. Regen getting trapped up in return. That is something that you can do, I just said. Ooh, telekinesis, Regen in some trouble. Axis will fly, right click to go. The track is up there, and they will use the roar, and that's Bloodline Flu getting the last hit. Now Pulse on the run. Here comes the cooldown. Want to go for Mini. Cooldown's gonna miss, though. Extra speed is there for the Gyrocopter because of the track up on Mini. He feathers away towards Pinoy. There is still a homing missile chasing him down though, but the homing missile will be taken care of, should be taken care of. Will be going down as the Ice Path Necrofire goes down. Stun landing on Blueberry Ninja. Right click. No right click. Can he get it? One more hit. He gets it. Whisk gets the last hit, and the Sunstrike misses there. Invoker still gets the kill on the Enigma anyway, regardless. Undying trying to get away from this one. Will there be a Cold Snap or something? No, Werner will be saved. Blabafu now getting stunned up. It will be an Ice Path following that up as well, even though the Ice Path misses. It is still Pinoy that gets the kill. Okay, so I said Bounty Hunter, nice to have. You get if you trade kills, it's gonna be in your favor. This time though, Rubik stealing the track. All of a sudden, that advantage that you have with the Bounty Hunter in your team is gone, and you're actually giving away gold. Though Pulse definitely came back on that fight. Yes, they lost a track kill, they lost a bounty hunter, and the kills that they got in return weren't track kills. It's just that simple. But they were kills nonetheless, and they were getting ahead of that fight regardless. As the smoke is up, they want to continue fighting. They are not done yet. They are bloodthirsty people, these teams. As we have them finding the stun up on Werner. He's on dying. Already put up a tombstone in the forest. Sunstrike not even needed as Sven picks up the last hit. BKB even activated for that one. And they're going to be taking down the tombstone. As, well, might be farming some zombies, but not going to do that. Tier 2 tower going to get arrested. In the meantime, all Tier 1 towers are already down on the map. Like, in the meantime, all of this fighting is still going to get some towers on either side. And there goes Sven picking up the last hit for that one as well. As we have got them rotating middle, maybe gonna try to fight here on this middle lane where we have Blueberry Ninja and Blah Blah Foo standing around. There is a ward here up for the Dire, so they can see a bit. They can see the Enigma sitting there, I think. And now it's nighttime. They might not want to go for that anymore as the TP comes in. And here they come. They're gonna come up the hill. They're gonna find them. Will they turn around and fight this? That's the question. Or are they gonna back up? Ice Path Legends in 3 heroes, and that's gonna be the retreat for Pulse. Nice Ice Path. Nice Ice Path indeed. Look at the net worth. It is the Invoker who's actually highest up on net worth. Now this is interesting to note because Invoker hasn't been in all of the fights. He has been dying twice. He has been in actually he's been in 11 out of the 18 kills so far. But he's doing quite nicely. He's the one that's been getting steel experience and gold on the lane while his team was just trying to find fights and stuff like that. So interesting to know that he is highest up in net worth. It is closely followed by the Sven though, and it is the Bounty Hunter that is next. So it is Pulse that's getting ahead here based on gold, and we do see that gold graph dropping towards the 5k in favor of Pulse. Experience graph in the meantime, same story. They have been getting the later kills, so they have been getting the more experience there. As we have Mini finding some Eidolons there and taking them down with him. Only one got denied by the duration running out there, but it is yeah, it is Pulse getting ahead there. Of course also because of the track kills, but we do remember this top tier 1 tower was a deny, I believe. So that was Pulse getting a deny up on that tower, and they are of course 1 tower ahead as well. So I'm kind of now thinking in my head, was that the Nye in this game or the previous game that we saw where Pulse was on the Dire side? So that's a bit where my brain is a bit messed up, messing up with different games. But anyway, they are still a tower ahead, so still a slightly higher amount of gold for Pulse regardless. As we see again, Gyrocopter doing a somersault. Kind of funny to see him do that though. He's got his BKB complete, going for a Titanic, as of course I really hope you saw the match yesterday between No Tide Hunter and Illuminate. If you didn't, I'm not going to tell anything. You should really be watching the VOD for that one. It's on my YouTube. Poppy casted it also. I think it's also up on his the VODs on his own TV channel. Also English cast. But you should definitely watch the match regardless. Anyway. He's going for a Satanic, so able to stay alive with that. Let's just take a look at more of the items while the teams are not fighting. They are trying to bait out a fight with one another. We see Enigma picking up the mechanism, which he has completed together with that Soul Ring, Undying. He's got mana boots. He's not got that much, actually. He died 4 times, so kind of painful for him, but he's been okay. He's got 1400 gold in his inventory. Ice Path. Here comes the Gyrocopter. Track is up on him also. We have Pulse backing up. Cold Snap up on Blah Blah Foo, was of course looking for a roar there. Cooldown coming up on 2 heroes. Ice Path locking in. There is a stun up on the Sven too. Werner so far staying alive. Black Hole being casted, catches 4 heroes. Buybacks by Fishbone on the Shakiro, who already dropped. Region dead again. And he is going to be the one that's remaining to be dead, while Evo, I mean, it will be Gyrocopter that TPs towards the top lane to stop the pushing happening from there, but nobody of Evo went down there actually. They went very low, but they didn't drop, they didn't die. Fishbone comes back to stop the pushing happening from this one, as we have got the Whisper TP towards the bottom lane trying to get a kill there. They're now going to try to find this guy. Where it all started with Undying picking up the last hit.
Mark these words.
Undying dying. I know. Invoker picking up the last hit, that was Pinoy. And that was them trying to go for a gang still on the Gyrocopter, by the way, if you're wondering why they were TPing. They weren't able to get it, obviously, otherwise we would have seen the kill popping up. We will be seeing them attempting Roshan. I don't think that the Radiant has any idea that they're doing this right now. They don't have any wards. They don't seem to, even if they do know, they are not moving into that direction to do anything about it. So that will come a bit of their surprise, and it will be a bit dangerous for them as well. Mantistel is going to be finished, or Yasha is going to be finished up by the Gyrocopter. He also wants to have a Mantistel. He's going to go for the Helm of the Dominator and the Yasha first, as we have again Paul's moving towards the bottom lane. Maybe able to pick up a tier 2 tower. That's going to be their goals next. The 2 tier 2 towers, seeing if they can get some bit more gold to try to get ahead in this game. Because so far, even though they are ahead in gold, and which they probably know because of that track, but it's not that big of a difference still. The feel of the game is still very even, and we've seen team fights go in the way of Evo, and Pulse has got the ganks. Basically, that's the case. Even though Pulse, of course, definitely not helpful, helpless on team fights either. I mean, they've got definitely blasts, micro-fires, stuff like that, but it's not ideal. Not as much as Evo is having with the Black Hole, with the cooldown and stuff like that. We have Pinoy, he's got himself a Linken's, he's got himself a Blink Dagger as well. We'll be going towards the middle lane, while the rest of the team of Evo is going towards the bottom lane, where the rest of the team is Pulse.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got to be staying alive. Can we say the same thing for Pulse, though? Here comes the Tombstone, call down, war up on Wagamama. Sun's going up. That's Wagamama now sunning up on Dyne, but he is already dead. Aegis being gone. There goes the barrage, and that's 2 heroes down, 4 heroes down. Sven coming back up alive, the only one left here, and that is gonna be Wagamama also dropping Deafening Blast, trying to help out from Pinoy, but it will still not be enough. We're picking up the kill, and that is, like I said, team fights. They go the way of Evo. No questions asked. Not even a Black Hole being used for that one. And Pinoy, of course, coming in that fight too late, wasn't there to help his teammates. And again, Regen, he died so fast. He is the one that's basically the reason why you have a bounty hunter, is that you lay down tracks on everybody and you hang back in the fight, throw out your Janata and your Shuriken top them, and other than that, I mean, you lay down your tracks, right? He, by the way, still picked up a drums as well as Vladimir's offering, even though they already had a drum, so that's still the items that we were expecting from a normal bounty hunter, the aura person. But anyway, he's not been able to do what he's supposed to do, tracking, staying alive, hanging in the back, doing his thing, as Gyrocopter goes down to the Wisp. Gyrocopter? He was here. And I think Mini knew that. He TDP'd there with help, and he will kill that. Sorry that I missed that. But yeah, it is the bounty hunter that has died 8 times. The track kills are not making that much of a difference, purely because he's not been able to get his tracks off before he died. He dies very fast. BKB being built up by the Enigma, of course, wants to be able to cast his Black Hole uninterrupted. That's going to be his mission. We're going to have Sven going for the normal build. He's got a Mask of Madness. His BKB was there already. We are going to have a Crystallis. So Deadless is going to be the next item for him to be building. I'm just going over the items a bit more because, like I said, I haven't really had time for that just yet. Mechanism up on the Wisp, where we have got the Jakiro, of course, pure support person, not really that much interesting up on him. And we're gonna have last one, Pino. We already saw this one. He actually picked up Boots of Travel, so this way he'll be able to split steal. And no, split push. Did I say split push? I don't remember myself saying split push, but he's able to split push like he was doing already. But this time he might actually be able to help out his team, as we have got another smoke up for Evo. Let's see where they are going to be going. Top lane is the case. Jakiro is going to be having some issues. They run into Jakiro though. Jakiro now realizing something's behind me. Ice Path locking in Evo. Here comes Wisp and Sven. Macro Fire there. Can they land the stun? Yes, they can. 2 people. Here comes Pino as well. That's already 13 down. Blah blah food down. This smoke gang for Evo not working out as intended. Now 5 heroes here of Pulse, but can they still find someone? They know Blueberry Ninja's there. Here comes the Wisp helping out. Here comes the Sven as well. There comes the stun. Right click, track shield, and that is a double kill for Pinoy and a monster kill streak at that. And that is Pulse taking it back, getting the advantage that they lost earlier on with the previous fight back, as we see it's going back and forth. Still in favor of Pulse for now though. Still, even with the towers now being even, it's still in favor of Pulse, and that's because they have just been able to find more farms than Evo has been finding, as we have them now trying to go for this tier 2 tower, as we already saw them trying to take down the other tier 2 tower, but this time they actually have already some kills being done. Stun hits, can they chase it up? There's still a stun going off from the Sven also, and they actually stopped chasing that one. Call down, coming down, of course, goes down. not able to hit anything. If you're wondering why don't they do that, I mean, it's such a short cooldown, 45 seconds, so it's not really a waste even if he doesn't hit anything. Can just use it at his leisure, to be fair. And they are going to be trying to maybe pick off. I mean, it's surprisingly to see. We see Paul's lineup, we see ganking lineup, and they kind of need to have those kind of ganks because they don't really have those massive team fights that Evo has. If they have a 5-on-5 team fight, Evo should be able to win on paper. So you would expect to see them trying to go for a lot of map control, but based on wards, this is the only ward that the Dire has. Unless there's a ward straight on top of this one. No, there's not. Radiant side actually has more wards, so not only at the Roshan pit, but also at these two. And that is gonna be, that's not what you would expect. So we have Garacopter with an invisibility rune, already broke it to just give away where he is. We have Pulse backing up, knowing that something's coming for them, and they don't want to be caught out of position. And everybody now, I mean, this is very awkward for Pulse, awkward situation to be in, because I mean, they feel like they're probably ahead, but they know that they can't take a team fight. They might actually try to smoke here if they are all here anyway. But they are being, I mean, they're being forced back inside their base. That's also because of the map control, of course. As we have now they know that they can farm again because Evo shows himself on the bottom lane, and they will be trying to go for this tier 2 tower here. As the pushing is gonna come in on the top lane also, so someone will be forced to TP there shortly. And maybe then we'll see this tag team going somewhere. Of course, if there's only one person going here, that might be a very good target, and they're well aware of that, of course. We have got the tower being harassed. I don't think it's going to be defended. Here comes Pinoy, but it's he's the only one there. Tornado, Meteor is doing something. Fortification going off as well, but it's not stopping the push in. Garacopter just sitting there and hitting, and he gets the last hit on the tower as well. TP coming in still for the Bounty Hunter, who's not able to throw down tracks anymore. They are able to just TP out, though. Everybody's gonna be safe. Or will they? Should be able to. Sven actually TP'd with his Wisp into the Radiant jungle, but they might only fight this guy. Undying, getting stunned up 2 seconds before Mini will vanish, though. He drops his ladder and he will be able to just leave Wagamama alone, with Pinoy actually picking up the last hit with the Sunstrike. So that was where they're going down. At least something they managed to pick up from that. Of course, that was the plan. Trying to pick up someone singled out. Maybe on the way back they were not able to... Well, they didn't really calculate that so many people would just TP out rather than run away. That was why they TP'd so far into the jungle. Also, a result of not having that control of the map, not knowing where they are. Tier 2 tower will drop because of that, though. Fortification is on. But as soon as it's off, they might be able to do that, unless there is a call down and they want to take this team fight. Nice ice battle, make sure that's not happening, though. And Invoker, actually, of course, his Lincoln's helping out. No homing missile for the for the Invoker there. That was, of course, what popped the Lincolns there. Now we're gonna see everybody of Pulse trying to go. I mean, Roshan is still 4 minutes away, but what are they gonna do? Are they gonna try to take down some Ancients? Probably. Maybe stack it. They will be in time to stack it also. If Regen Rune picked up there, more stacks going up on the other side of the map from the Beastmaster, of course. Beastmaster is going for an Aghanims, wanting to be able to throw his roar out at a more frequent interval, as we have got someone blinking away from that one. That was Pino, still hanging around here on the bottom lane, keeping the pressure on, and Blueberry Ninja actually taking a lot of damage here. And this might be a Wisp that are TP incoming soon. They know that he is here somewhere. He's gonna try to TP out. Wisp is actually Sunstrike is gonna be missing, but Wisp is not TPing in there either. Too risky indeed. And that's just the damage that Pinoy can do, because he's going for Exort Wax. He can't just do that with his Force Spirits that are, of course, doing so much damage, and with that stacking up minus armor, that is for supports, that is just very dangerous to deal with. Garacopter's Mantis Tower is finally completed. He's got 1700 gold in his inventory as well. And it's kind of been slowing down on the kills. I mean, mid-game was like kills all over the place, but right now they know, like, this time if they lose a fight, it could mean more than just a couple of towers. And they don't want to risk it. Neither side does want to risk it, because, well, the last time we saw Evo trying to go for a fight, they smoked up, and they lost that fight. Before that, we saw Pulse going for a fight, they lost that fight. It is very simple. The one who initiates is not in favor, and that goes for a lot of games, of course. That happens a lot of time, but that also goes a bit, makes the game a bit more passive. The only thing that can really change that is this guy right here. Roshan, when he's up again, will be able to, of course, and provide something to fight for. That's one. And they will, with the Aegis, the team that wins, will have a bit of a margin of error, so they can just push in and they'll basically have one extra team member there. As Evo knows that Roshan should be up again shortly, so they're gonna be looking for that fight. We see the drawing on the minimap, gonna go towards the Ancients. As Rasian is there, they might be lucky enough to pick that up, and it's gonna be the Roshan that's already up. Are they actually gonna try to do anything about this? Pulse should be knowing that Roshan is up as well, but we don't see them moving here. We of course have the Wisp that can tether there. Sunstrike gonna scout out, knowing that they're already busy doing it. And here comes the Wisp, TPing in, finding blah blah food, no roar for you, will there be a black hole? No, there will not, Enigma already down, Cold Out coming down, that was a one-shot on Blueberry Ninja. Wagamama still being slowed, wants to go for Audio, goes down. There he goes down finally, and it's the Undying that's the last one, and will go down as well, and that's a triple kill for Wagamama, a team wipe in favor of Pulse. I mean, they might not have that much team fight, but hey, they've got a Daedalus, and they get the Roshan, they get the Aegis, and that was just massive strength coming off. I mean, that was just muscle over power, muscle over brains. How do you say that? I have no idea how you say that in English. Anyway, it was no roar, no black hole. That was basically the main thing for that fight. I mean, both the Beastmaster got stunned the moment they came in by that stutter, and then of course the Sven stun came, and Enigma was hit by that as well, the AoE stun. And then Rubik, I'm not sure what he tried to do, but he got one shot. Bit painful that, but that was of course a fight in favor of Pulse, and they got a tier 2 tower for that, they got a Roshan for that, they might be getting a tier 4 tower for that. They still have to deal with the roar and the black hole though. Buyback coming off now, there's a roar, hitting on Wagamama, Axis will fly through, that's a black hole, hitting on Tuordi, getting interrupted by the deafening blast, and Enigma goes down once again. Fishbone Mechanism helps out a ton here. There's a Tombstone coming up, trying to slow them down, trying to get some kills. Rocket will hit Mini, there's a track going up on Werner, can they actually do something here? There's Telekinesis, Wagamama, a lot of trouble there, gets dropped back down. Can he fight this? He's turning around wanting to fight this, and he can fight that. Double kill for the Bounty Hunter actually, and that's gonna be another team wipe on the side of Evo, and this might be more than just Barracks. And Evo knows it too. Pulse take this game, it was so even for so long. But Evo not able to withstand the power of the Sven, he got too big, and somehow he's also got 7.6k gold. And of course the black hole that they had was brilliant, but Invoker's Deafening Blast was just it, and with the refresher that is just pretty painful up on Pinoy, by the way. Hadn't really called that one out yet because of the massive amounts of fighting going on after that Roshan. But that is going to be Pulse being victorious in this game. Pulse getting 3 more points to right in front of their name on the StarLadder rankings. You got 3 points for a win, no points for a loss. And we'll see next game should be We as Asia versus No Tidehunter, though there has been some talk that there might be a postpone due to No Tidehunter already being in a game right now for the Premier League. But we'll find out shortly, stay tuned. My name is Sheever, I'm a GoToGamerscaster. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming, and where's the end screen? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, that takes longer than normal. Anyway, let's get back into the game, as I noticed that my stream reset halfway through this cast. That's not good. Be right back anyway, see if I can fix that also. Oops.